Alright, I'm here with John Engel, Master SFG Flexible Steel Instructor. John, nice to see you again.
Good to see you, Paul, as always.
I have a couple of questions for you, John. First of all, what is flexible steel? Give us a brief introduction to the system.
Flexible steel is a training system, a movement system, a strength system, and the main premise is you're not sacrificing your flexibility to be strong, and on the other hand, you're not sacrificing your strength to be flexible. You want to be both. You want to have this perfect storm of flexibility and strength. It's been said over and over again, strength that doesn't reach is weak. So our method of training is we're treating our flexibility training as strength training, because it is.
So if I should choose to be strong or flexible, I choose both.
You choose both. You choose to be flexible steel. This is a perfect balance.
Excellent. We have such a thing as a flexible steel program minimum. Would you please tell us some details about flexible steel minimum?
What a minimum is you're trying to have a minimum number of exercises, but each one of these exercises gives you a big bang for your buck. It stretches you globally, it also makes you strong at the same time. Something that's not complicated, that's accessible to pretty much anybody. So we have two of them. We have something called the bent armbar press, and we're going to also do something called split switches. Let me explain, let me demonstrate. So for the bent armbar, it's going to open up your T-spine, it's going to let you find your lats, and it's also going to give you a pressing movement. Look something like this. We get into a fetal position almost the same as the Turkish get-up. We roll, we press. Our arm goes overhead, we roll over this axis of rotation, and we get this knee out here so we're nice and stable. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep my forearm vertical, and I'm going to lower my elbow down towards my ribs. Now, if this weight feels like it's pulling you backwards, what you can do is straighten out a leg a little bit more. And you see I'm getting deeper here. From here, I flare my lat, and I press out of this. And you take a couple runs at it. Be conservative, and gradually you get deeper and deeper into this move. One more thing you want to think about. You want to keep your form as vertical as possible in all planes. When you've had enough, simply roll out and lower the belt. It is an awesome movement. It opens you up, it makes you feel taller and just alive. So this is the bent armbar press because we're actually using it as a strength exercise. The next part of the flexible steel minimum is something called hip switches. You get a bench and you take a position such as this. And you start in a position where you're not stretching whatsoever. It's very easy, no big deal. Knees are straight, your body weight is supported on your hands. You wiggle back and forth a little bit. Then you raise up and switch directions. Wiggle back and forth a little bit. You guys may be familiar with the Egyptian exercise for the shoulders. This is like Egyptians for the hips. And we just keep moving here. The thing to remember is you're not forcing yourself deeper into the stretch. You are just smoothly moving side to side, and when it gets easy, you drop a little bit deeper. Just when it gets easy. When it gets easy, you drop a little bit deeper. We're not forcing anything. And this is like a lube job for your hips. It is awesome. It hits the hamstrings also, hits the hip flexors. It's a great movement. And it's also a beginning move to help you get into the martial arts splits, the side splits, whatever splits you might want to do. So, flexible steel program minimum, bent armbar presses, and these easy hip switches.
Do you have any message for strength and conditioning community in Czechia?
Flexible steel is coming your way. There will be a flexible steel certification in Prague very soon. Be there and become flexible steel.
Really well, John. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.